Ashford and Simpson were an American husband and wife songwriting, production, recording duo composed of Nickolas Ashford and Valerie Simpson. As performers, Ashford and Simpson's best-known duets are Solid in 1984 and Found a Cure in 1975. In 1969, they won 3 BMI Awards for the songs Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, and Your Precious Love. In 1996, they received ASCAP's highest honor, the Founders Award. They were also recipients of the Rhythm and Blues Foundation's Pioneer Award in 1999. In 2002, they were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Ashford and Simpson were nominated for 3 Grammy Awards. In 2019, they received the Grammy Trustees Award. Rolling Stone ranked them number 19 on its list of the 20 greatest duos of all time. About Ashford and Simpson's early life. Nickolas Ashford was born on May 4, 1941 in Fairfield, South Carolina, and Valerie Simpson was born on August 26, 1946 in the Bronx, New York City. Nickolas Ashford's family relocated to Ypsilanti, Michigan, where he became a member of Christ Temple Baptist Church. While there, he sang with a group called the Hammond Singers, which was named after the founding minister, James Hammond. Later, Nickolas attended and graduated from Willow Run High School in Ypsilanti, Michigan, before pursuing his professional career, where he would ultimately meet his wife, Valerie Simpson. They met at Harlem's White Rock Baptist Church in 1964. After having recorded unsuccessfully as a duo, they joined an aspiring solo artist and former member of the Ikettes, Joshy Joe Armstead, at the Scepter Wand label, where their compositions were recorded by Ronnie Millsap, Maxine Brown, as well as the Shirelles, the Guess Who, and Chuck Jackson. Another of the trio's songs, Let's Go Get Stoned, gave Ray Charles a #1 U.S. R&B hit in 1966. That same year, Ashford and Simpson joined Motown, where their best songs included Ain't No Mountain High Enough, You're All I Need to Get By, Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, and Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand. Ashford and Simpson wrote many other hit songs, including Chaka Khan's I'm Every Woman in 1978 and Is It Still Good to You, originally recorded by the duo in 1978 and covered by Teddy Pendergrass in 1980. About Ashford and Simpson's personal life. In 1974, Nickolas Ashford and Valerie Simpson got married. They had 2 daughters, Nicole Ashford, who was born in 1975, and Asia Ashford, who was born in 1987. Nicole graduated from Wesleyan University in 1997. On August 22, 2011, Nick Ashford died of complications from throat cancer at the age of 70 in a New York City hospital, 4 days before Valerie Simpson's 65th birthday. His publicist, Liz Rosenberg, said that he had undergone radiation therapy to treat his illness. About Ashford and Simpson's professional career. The duo essentially had 2 careers, one as a successful writing and producing team, and the other as singers and performers themselves. They started their career in the mid-1960s writing songs for artists such as the Fifth Dimension's California Soul, Aretha Franklin's Cry Like a Baby, and Ray Charles's Let's Go Get Stoned. Their work with Ray Charles brought them to the attention of Motown chief Berry Gordy. Upon joining the Motown staff in 1966, Ashford and Simpson were paired with the vocal duo Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, and they wrote and/or produced all but one of the late 1960s Gaye-Terrell singles, including hits such as the original version of Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Your Precious Love, Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, and You're All I Need to Get By. According to Marvin Gaye in the book Divided Soul, Valerie Simpson did most of the vocals on the last album he did with Tammy Terrell, Easy, as a way for Terrell's family to have additional income, as she was battling an ultimately fatal brain tumor. Ashford and Simpson wrote and produced almost all the songs on 3 1970s albums for former Supreme Diana Ross, including her first solo album, Diana Ross, in 1970, Surrender in 1971, and The Boss in 1979. All 3 albums were critically acclaimed, with Diana Ross, her 1970 album debut, and The Boss being certified platinum and Surrender certified gold. Other Motown artists whom Ashford and Simpson worked with include Gladys Knight and the Pips, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Sarita Wright, the Marvelettes, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, the Dynamic Superiors, Blinky Williams, and the Supremes, with the Four Tops original duets, plus the production of a hit cover of Phil Spector's River Deep, Mountain High. Other artists with whom Ashford and Simpson had hits were Teddy Pendergrass with the song Is It Still Good to You, the Brothers Johnson with the song Ride a Rocket, Stephanie Mills with the song Keep Away Girls, Chaka Khan both on her own with the songs I'm Every Woman in Clouds, and with Rufus with the songs Keep It Comin' and Ain't Nothing But a Maybe. Ashford and Simpson's career as recording artist began in the early 1960s as part of the gospel group The Followers, with whom they recorded the album Gospel Meeting on Forum Circle. Later issued as Meetin' the Followers on Roulette Records. The LP contains their vocals and also 4 Nick Ashford compositions. In 1964, they recorded I'll Find You as Valerie and Nick. That was followed by several obscure singles recorded by Nick Ashford on the Glover, Verve, and ABC labels, such as It Ain't Like That, which was later recorded by Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, California Soul, and Dead End Kids, backed by his own version of Let's Go Get Stoned. Valerie Simpson appeared with Melba Moore as part of the Blood, Sweat, and Tears soul chorus on the band's debut album Child is Father to the Man in 1968. After concentrating on working with other artists, she was the featured soloist on the songs Bridge Over Troubled Water and What's Going On the Quincy Jones albums Gula Matari in 1970 and its follow-up Smackwater Jack. Valerie Simpson subsequently recorded 2 solo LPs for Motown, Exposed in 1971 and the following year Valerie Simpson, which included the single Silly Wasn't I, which was later sampled on 50 Cent's Best Friend from the movie Get Rich or Die Tryin'. The song was also sampled by Ninth Wonder on Murr's Silly Girl in the album Murray's Revenge. Ashford and Simpson were featured singing selections from Valerie Simpson's solo albums on the PBS TV show Soul, hosted by Ellis Hazlip in 1971. In 1973, they left Motown after the albums Valerie Simpson recorded for the label received poor promotion, and the company refused to release an album of the duo, recording a collection of their most famous songs for other artists. After joining Warner Brothers, their album Give Me Something Real was released in 1973, followed in 1974 by I Wanna Be Selfish. In 1975, Valerie Simpson sang backing vocals on Paul Simon's #1 hit, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And in 1976, they released Come As You Are. 1977 saw the release of 2 albums, So Satisfied and Send It. This was followed by the hit singles Send It, Don't Cost You Nothin' in 1977, and It Seems to Hang On in 1978. Is It Still Good to You in 1978, Found a Cure in 1979, Street Corner in 1982, and their biggest hit, Solid, released in 1984. In 1978, they were featured as vocalists along with Chaka Khan on the hit single Stuff Like That from Quincy Jones' Sounds and Stuff Like That album, and contributed to the writing of the soundtrack to The Wiz. The duo appeared as themselves in Nocturne, a 1986 episode of the popular television series The Equalizer. On his own, Nick Ashford, along with Frank Wilson, produced the hit I'm Gonna Make You Love Me, which Diana Ross and the Supremes recorded in collaboration with the Temptations in 1968. He also appeared in the movie New Jack City in 1991 as Reverend Oates, an ordained minister who was part of Nino Brown's entourage. Valerie Simpson's brothers were in the record business as well. Ray Simpson replaced Victor Willis in the Village People, and their brother Jimmy Simpson produced the group GQ, which had big hits with Disco Nights, Rock Freak, and I Do Love You, and was in great demand as a mixing engineer during the disco era. In latter times, Ashford and Simpson recorded and toured sporadically, and in 1996, they opened a restaurant and live entertainment venue called Sugar Bar in New York City, with an open mic on Thursday nights where performers included Queen Latifah, Vicki Natal, and Felicia Collins. Ashford and Simpson recorded the album Been Found with poet Maya Angelou in 1996. Around that time, they were also featured disc jockeys on New York radio station WRKS. On August 16, 2006, Playbill Online reported that they were writing the score for a musical based on E. Lynn Harris's novel Invisible Life. In January 2007, they, along with Tina Turner, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Sidney Poitier, director Spike Lee, and comedian Chris Rock, accompanied Oprah Winfrey when she opened her Leadership Academy for girls in South Africa. They had begun performing their act in small, intimate venues such as Feinstein's at the Regency in New York and the Raz Room in San Francisco. And in January 2009, they released a CD and DVD of their live performances titled The Real Thing. On June 22, 2009, they made a guest performance at a party at Tribeca Rooftop, New York, to celebrate Virgin Atlantic's birthday party. They also made their first appearance in Tokyo, Japan in November 2009 and performed 8 shows in 4 days at Blue Note Tokyo. At President Barack Obama's 2009 inauguration, Ashford and Simpson rewrote their song Solid as Barack. They dedicated it to him at his inaugural festivities. On August 22, 2011, Nick Ashford died of complications from throat cancer at the age of 70 in a New York City hospital. Keep resting in peace, Nick Ashford. You may have gone, but you will never be forgotten. In June 2012, Valerie Simpson released a new solo album called Dinosaurs Are Coming Back Again, which also features the last recorded performance of Nina Simone, a second duet with Roberta Flack, and an instrumental version of Ain't No Mountain High Enough. In 2014, she made a guest appearance on the title track to Kindred, the Family Soul's album A Couple Friends. In May 2014, Valerie Simpson was awarded an honorary doctorate of music from Berklee College of Music. Well, that's all we have for you about Ashford and Simpson. Go ahead and share this video with a friend or two, and be sure to give us a like.